Hey, what's up, guys? So, what does a normal guy who's going through hard times, what does he have to do to, like, find some resources to get him back on track? My situation, I got laid off, got divorced, got laid off from my job at the same time, pretty much. Um, I'm now down on my last $30. It's like, do I put this in my fuel tank so I can continue to look for work, that's what I'm always doing anyways, or do I use this for to feed myself? Another fucked up thing I got to deal with now is, I haven't had money to pay my phone bill, so my phone is going to get shut off. Um, I don't have too many options. None of my friends really have any money to help me out. I mean, just they're like everybody, living from paycheck to paycheck, paying their own bills, which I understand. But as far as being an American and not being able to find the resources to get shit back on right after you've paid into so much tax money from your own paycheck, it's kind of shitty. So I don't really have too many options but go to Job and Family Services, in which that is just our state's nice way of saying welfare. But they have a part that's called Ohio Means Works. Like I said, I don't know if that, like, if it's like a temp service where they have, like, they're working with employers to get people to work, or how that's all set up. So I'm going to try to find out today what it's like. So I'm going to use this last $30 to put into this old dinosaur to get me down there. Maybe I can get some leads or some other resources to help me, get through this fucking crazy time. I mean, wow. I don't know what to say. I mean, will my phone get shut off? Which is probably will be to around midnight tonight when that happens. I'll have no way of communicating with employers, like using my Indeed and all that, because nowadays most people want you to go online to put applications in, and if they try to call me back, they're going to get a dead number. So that kind of sucks. So I don't know. So hopefully Job and Family Services can, like, guide me to some resources. All right, I mean, I'm gonna get on it and see what happens. Well, I just got out of Job and Family Services trying to find out is any resources that a guy like me could use to get back on his feet. There really isn't anything. I did put the application in to try to get my Medicaid card so I can at least buy a new pair of glasses. And they might be able to help me with some food assistance. But other than that, I'm pretty much on my own. I try to find out if there's any resources that I can get, to try and kind of keep me afloat and fuel and maybe help me with my rent and all that. But they said that since my son lives with his mother full time, and that unless I got court documents, it's supposedly my custody is 50-50. If I can find my court documents that says that, they might be able to help me with my electric and my rent assistance. But I don't know. Let's see if I can find that and then maybe try again. But it sounds like there's nothing they can really do for me, which sucks, because being a taxpayer, where did all my tax money go? How come I can't utilize all the tax money that I've put into the system for all these years? I'm not asking for a fucking handout. I'm just asking, to hold my hand a little bit until I get back on my feet and I can start walking again. That kind of shit. The most devastating thing of it is my phone being shut off, and I'm going to lose the access of me looking for a job, or have the employer won't have a way to contact me. So that's the roughest part. So there's a metal factory that's pretty close up to here. I'm going to go drop an application in there, because at least I'm trying to, every time I pull this car out, I'm always trying to put an application in. So that's my next stop. Tell the young guys out there, things might be good now, but maybe not tomorrow. You probably should, man, always plan for the worst instead of just living day by day, kind of like I did. So to evaluate my whole situation, it's really hard to stay positive and think positive when you get shoveled so much shit thrown at you, you know. Um, a small part of me did hope that Job and Family Services could have some good leads for me, you know, maybe help me find a job or maybe assist me in helping me with some of my bills, just the ones that I need to keep going, you know, to keep that job search going. Um, a part of me knew that. I mean, I knew I'm on my own. I mean, I'm 45, right? It really does help when you're going through bad times to have like, you know, friends and family and all that because you got people you can rely on, you know, people you can crash with, whatever, you know. I'm kind of running at this empty and kind of blind, you know. I mean, I don't really have any options here, you know. I'm out of gas, my phone's getting shut off. So I'm trying to stay positive and come out here and smoke a little bit, you know, do a little toky toky, you know, try to come up with ideas, you know. What can I do next to keep me in gas and food to keep me looking for a job, you know? I just, I, I'm running out of ideas. I mean, I was really hoping this channel could be like a positive channel, like I said earlier, like one of those channels where you know, you fall down to the rock bottom and you work your way up and a lot of bean, a lot of boom, and you're fucking old cherry and shit and you're golden, right? I ain't got there yet. I'm still at the bottom, you know. I, so as much as I want this channel to be positive, there's nothing really positive going on right now, you know. So I don't know. It's really hard to think positive when you're eating so much shit. But I'm trying. I'm trying to be positive, you know. Mm. I don't know. I don't know what else I can say. I mean, I'm making this video kind of really short anyways because probably around midnight my phone's going to get shut off and I'd probably have to find some place with Wi-Fi and who God knows how long that would take me to upload. But I don't know. Today sucked. It wasn't very good. I didn't get the answers that I wanted. I was hoping to get a little bit more assistance than what I got because, man, I'm a hardworking American and I've paid a lot of taxes to my government, you know, and I see why people want to leave America. Like, I see why dudes are doing it. The women suck. You can't trust them, you know. You might get a good 10, 12, 13 years out of the marriage and they're wanting a divorce and wanting to move on. So you can't rely on that. You can't rely on your woman because she's probably 9 times out of 10 won't be in your life in 10 to 15 years. The American dream is done. The idea of anybody right now working a blue collar job that's fucking working at a factory or a mechanic, whatnot. The idea of buying a house nowadays is probably out the window. So it's really hard to think positive when there's so much bullshit being thrown at you. I mean, I I don't know what my next step is. I'll come out here and smoke a bowl and try to figure it out. But I don't know. It's, I can see why people fall in the life of crime. I mean, desperate times, man. I, I don't do none of that crazy shit, man. But on the other hand, I don't want to be hungry either. You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Mm. I'm gonna smoke a bowl though. That helps. It does. Slows the brain down. Even these food pantries, I mean, they're not even really giving much food out. It's always the stuff that people kind of throw away or leave in their basement for years. Kind of like beets, canned potatoes, pinto beans. And I had a conversation with my buddy one night. He's in prison. He's like, "Yeah, man, Mikey, you in Pike County, man. I'm locked up with a lot of guys in Pike County because they can't find work, so they're making meth and they're getting busted." I mean, that's a terrible thing to say, but it's true. Like, that's why people were fucking doing shit like that, making meth and being meth dealers and cocaine dealers, because what else can you do? I mean, your government won't help you fucking, get you straight, get you a nice good job. Like, hmm, I don't know. It's a very weird world that we live in that we have to navigate through. Very strange if you think about it. And for a dude, it's quite rough. I mean, we have all these unwritten laws about being a guy and what we can and cannot do. And even that's changed. I mean, you can't even holler at a pretty chick without being called a pervert or a rapist anymore. Well, wow. World's changed, man. And I'm 45, right? I ain't old and I ain't young. The world has changed a lot. I mean, now I don't know about now, but when I was in Columbus, I've had hard times before. But during those hard times, I've always had family that I can like go crash with and get shit straight. Or usually I just go work with my brother and be a laborer for his roofing company. And I was always, I always had him for that shit. But now that in this point in my life, all those people who I could rely on if times are bad, they're all dead, right? And I don't know. I can't really see myself asking my friends for money. But on the other hand, how in the fuck am I going to put gas in my car to continue this job search? This is what baffles me, is how I'm going to pull this off. Anyways, video's already getting too long, doesn't make sense. So I probably won't be making a video for a while, because I won't have any fucking no internet. So I was trying to get something out, try to show an example what it's like for a dude, falling on hard times, trying to get help from our government, seeing what the kind of reaction or what kind of help you can, get, and it's not very much. So the lesson for today, little fucking dudes, it might be good now, but it could be shit tomorrow, and you have to plan for that shit day. That shit day may never come, but it might. You feel me?